The dumbest trade war in U.S. history. Donald, Donald, Donald. It'd be good if you did a better job. But listen, this is the thing. The Wall Street Journal is dealing in the real world. Like Donald Trump might actually want to help the economy. Some people are still in this whole thing that Donald is just doing stupid things because he doesn't understand. And you know, I don't necessarily think that Donald comes up with this. But Donald is doing this for a reason, and not for the reasons you might think. The Wall Street Journal is dealing in the real world, where they still think that Donald Trump is going to try to do things that help them more than the American people. That's why they kind of got on board with him and didn't really cut him down. And they're also a little scared. A lot of people are scared, because he keeps doing scary things, like firing people and suing them, and then they're just giving them money, right? Yeah, Donald's a little scary. But listen, this is the thing. All along, I knew that these tariffs had nothing to do with closing the border or helping to clear up drugs on the street, just like the Wall Street Journal says. And just like the Canadian Prime Minister says, and just like the Mexican President says. At first, I thought these tariffs were going to be imposed so that they would get extra tax revenue to be able to still balance the budget and give the billionaires a tax break, which I still think that's part of the motivation. But now I'm a little concerned that they have additional motivations. You see, Project 2025 wants to break things. And the more they break things, the more they get to take over. The more they get to be in control and force us to live the way that they want us to live. Remember The Handmaid's Tale? Did they look like they were doing really good? Like the economy was super prosperous? Yeah, no. What they want is for us to be living under a regime like The Handmaid's Tale. At least that's what Project 2025 is working for. And so far, it seems like Trump is doing their bidding. So, part of the other reason that I think they want the tariffs is to try to break Canada and Mexico. The more that Trump can break other countries, like he also stopped sending out national aid to other countries that need it, and by the way, that Congress deemed they were going to do. Same with the World Health Organization. You see, the more that they break things and hurt people, the more they can take over. So, this is what I'm going to encourage you to do. I've started contacting my representatives and even my not representatives. In fact, when they put Hegseth in front of the Department of Defense, I contacted the 3 senators who voted against it, Collins, Murkowski, and McConnell, and I started down the list of the other Republicans, asking them to uphold the Constitution and to help us. Some of them are on board with this, but some of them are just afraid. So I'm going to put a link down below where you can contact people, your representatives, other people's representatives. When people do good things up there, let them know. And when they're doing things that you want them to protect us from, let them know. I hear calling is better than emailing. So anyway, get out there and do some work. I also encourage you to get on Substack. Substack has people like Heather Cox Richardson. If you do not follow her, Google her right now. She is an inspiration, and on Facebook and YouTube too. She does these little town halls where we all get together and talk about what's been going on, and she gives us encouragement. The other place that there's a lot of great encouragement is Indivisible. They get together every once in a while. It started by 2 Washington staffers. And so they tell you what it's like being in a congressional office. They also tell you what's impactful, what's not. And they also keep us informed of what's going on and who you can contact and why. Very important. Final point. While you're on Substack, there's lots of other people you can follow there. People who used to be part of the Department of Justice, people who have backgrounds in economics, government policies, other governments, tons of stuff. I know I said that was my final point, but something else. Subscribe. I'm going to have good financial information here and updates on what's going on economically and politically, because it all makes a difference on how much money you can save and how well things go for you and your family. It all makes a difference. So subscribe to this channel, like this video so it gets out to other people, and let me know of other resources you know of so we can stay informed. We are all in this together, and we can make a difference. Talk to you soon.